For just a little bit of structure, and this is from the Amoeba Sisters. They have a great way of remembering what type of elements are found in each type of macromolecule.
Understanding the structure can help with predicting their properties and easily being able to identify them. One thing I like to tell students to do is to write the 4 biomolecules in the same order that we went through: carbs, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acid.
Okay, so go ahead and write that down. Carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Again, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids.
Then remember this mnemonic device that goes with these 4 biomolecules: cho, cho, chon, chomp.
Okay, you want to go ahead and write that down. Cho, cho, chon, chomp. Cho, cho, chon, chomp. And I always say that carbohydrates and lipids, they're both sources of energy, so it kind of makes sense that they both have the same basic elements. Again, carbohydrates are the preferred source, lipids are a secondary source, and they're structured a little bit differently. If you can look back at your graphic organizer and see, carbohydrates have the rings, and here in the Amoeba Sisters you can see it has those rings attached to each other, and the lipids have that glycerol and the fatty acid chains. Cho and cho, those are both carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen that compose carbohydrates and lipids.
Chomp at the end with an M, it's chomp at the end with an N. The C stands for carbon, the H stands for hydrogen, the O for oxygen. So carbs, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids all have that cho in there. It's just that proteins and nucleic acids also have an N, which is nitrogen. And nucleic acids additionally have a P, which is for phosphorus. So again, cho, cho, chom, chomp, the major elements in the 4 biomolecules. Now, these elements are arranged differently in the 4 biomolecules. It's important to explore the arrangement of the elements in biomolecules because the structure of that arrangement greatly impacts the biomolecule function. So,
okay, and you can see these structures in the graphic organizer as well. Notice again that your carbohydrates have rings, your lipids are in chains, okay? You have in the protein structure, you might see a little triangle with an R inside of it. That's just an R group. That doesn't stand for a particular element. It stands for a chemical group that will be attached, okay? And it has the additional nitrogen in there. It has carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. If you look at the nucleotide for CHOMP, for nucleic acids, it includes the phosphate group. And that's what also is a little bit of extra for those DNA and RNA nucleotides.
Use the Google to discover some biomolecule arrangement illustrations. Well,
okay, so I will include a link to this Amoeba Sisters. It is called Biomolecules Updated. If you would like to watch the full video for an overview.